What's up everybody, welcome to another episode of The Natural Guido. As always, your host Angelo. Today is a very special video. We have the first Joolca HotTap 2 in the United States. It is one hell of a story. It has been about 5 months. This thing has been all over the world. It came out from Australia on a container ship, sat outside of the port of LA for a couple of weeks, then it turned into a couple of months, put on a semi, made it to Salt Lake, and then right back here to Vegas. Unfortunately, we did have a little bit of a hiccup. It did get a little damaged in transit. I've already been in contact with the company. They are sending out another container, but we are gonna go ahead and push forward with the review and see how this thing is. I've waited way too long, I'm way too excited, and I think it's gonna be a fantastic product. The version 1 seemed very successful overseas, and they have branched out over here to the US, so we're gonna take this thing for a ride. A few weeks into the trailer build, when I was scrolling through Instagram and came across an ad for this company. I had heard nothing about it prior, and I looked up everything I could and decided this was definitely something that I had to have. About a week before that, I got sent an email that they had discovered a faulty part inside the mechanism, and it was gonna have to be repaired and re-engineered before it got shipped out. So we got an update about the end of November that it was due in the port of LA for the 2nd. That quickly turned into the 9th, which it did make it there, and it was in port pretty much until this past weekend. The company's been absolutely fantastic throughout this entire process. They've kept everybody relatively in the loop. I've gotten emails on a weekly update type basis, and even when I did discover the little flaw, I was quickly responded to. It was less than, I think, 12 hours before a support member named Chris got in touch with me. Unfortunately, the parts are scarce. There's no replacements right now because this is the first of the pre-order that did come in. So hopefully we'll get a replacement tub by March, but I'm not really too worried about it. I still think it's definitely worth the wait and definitely worth the investment. So I'm looking forward to getting this open, and we'll see how this thing fires up. I mean, come on. It's a perfect day for this. You get a box in a box. And a tub in a box. And this is what we got. Yeah, unfortunately this was where it did take a little bit of a fucking beating. Like I said, all is well. They got back to me in like 12 hours, and there'll be a new one coming for me on the next boat over. So this is what you get with the Joolca Nomad off-grid shower and sink. It comes standard with a pump for use of outside water supplies, quick disconnect water and gas fittings, adjustable temperature and water control. It comes with an in-suite. The sink has drying racks that are sturdy enough to hold cast iron, and the faucet and shower head turn the whole system on and off with a single switch. The pump itself is going to run on standard D batteries. It's able to run dry, which is a huge plus. You get 15 hours of runtime off a standard 20-pound or 9-kilogram barbecue propane tank, and it's got a max cutoff. I think what kicks ass the most and the biggest selling point for me is how it's all self-contained. The container is the sink, the lid is the drying rack, and it comes standard with its own drain port to run a drain line. Now packing up something like this, space counts. You know what time it is, let's have some fun. So these are the drying racks I mentioned earlier. They are rated to hold cast iron pots and pans. User guide. Propane tank regulator. We got cold and hot lines, color coded, quick disconnect fittings. Oh yeah, the system does come with a splitter to run the sink and the shower at the same time. And of course, the star of the show. Got the pump. It comes with a weighted collar and filtration device as well. It's made out of an ABS plastic, super durable. This comes apart, you can clean it out, and it'll keep it off of the river or stream bottom you're getting water from. We got the faucet. We got the shower. In addition to the batteries, it also comes with a 12-volt car cable to power the pump. So the unit itself is very simple. You got your screen, water flow, temperature. Down below is your quick connect for your gas, hot, and cold water lines. And I did make a mistake. The D batteries do go in here to power the unit. The user manual comes with a bunch of quick start guides. Setting this up is pretty simple. The red one goes to the red one. one for the sink. Putting the sink together really is 1, 2, 3. Got these clips. This goes. Boom. You get the other side of the shower. You get the magnetic mount for the shower. Onto that. That on. The blue to the blue. Now because this is a gas line and it is threaded, we're going to throw a little fast tape on there just to be safe from the overlap. And the gas to the gas. Come on, you know this. So this is what we're after right here. Red to red, blue to blue, gas to gas, batteries in, except everything is going to be upright and underneath on the stand. Now we just need water and propane. Grapefruit IPA. Whew. That is not bad. Alright, now that we're all clean, a couple of final remarks and a few pieces of advice that I do think will make your time a little smoother than mine was. First off, this thing is pretty incredible. It is very easy to use, it does perform very well, and it is just an innovation in itself. You did see that I did run into a little bit of an issue. The manuals, there are like 9 of them. There's the main one and the separate little ones that you saw that isolate every part of the system and how it works. So it really didn't take too long to figure out what I was doing wrong and get it going the way it needed to be. The issue I did run into were these little red plugs that go on either side of the pump. There are also 2 clear plugs that go on the bottom of the cold water inlet and the hot water outlet. So when everything sits and dries overnight, I will throw these back on just to make sure nothing gets in that it's not supposed to. Once we got over that hurdle and figured out what was wrong, it really was smooth sailing from there. After you get everything put together, just double check that all your snap fittings are all in and that the pump is going in the right direction also. So this is the pump. If you're looking at it and turn it around, there's an arrow. That arrow tells you the way the water's supposed to go. So I overlooked that too, but that was quick as well. Once the unit powers up, you'll hear the pilot light click on, and then you can just adjust your temperature and your water flow. Now I started all the way to the left on both the water flow and the temperature settings and quickly just started jacking it up. Low really is low. If you're trying to save water, it does save water. We were in the driveway, so I set a sweet spot probably about 3/4 of the way up on each of the dials and found that that was really nice. Towards the end of the shower, I turned it all the way up to see what it could do, and it was really putting off some steam. At the end, everything just disconnects, you drain all the lines, roll everything up, and pack it all away. taking that all into account, I think we're about done here. I hope it was fun, I hope it was inspiring, and I look forward to the journey ahead. As always, join the family, you know what to do, and we will see you soon. Take it easy.